Hey guys, welcome back to the Connor Billiards channel, and today we are down in Louisville, Kentucky doing a review on the Raven Pro Series playing cue and Pro Shaft. So let's get right into it. And a little bonus clip is we're going to also be doing a partial review on the Raven case. This is a kind of Raven's cue video today. So I already have the Pro Series cue and butt laid out, and here you can see that we have the Raven soft case. This is a 4 butt by 8 shaft case. This is a super soft, flexible material. On top of that, I have a custom shaft in here that is 31 inches long, and it fits it just fine. Then we flip this back over. There's a large pouch here on the bottom, and I'm able to fit my cue holder, a couple gloves, one of my extra extensions, and then I have my little pouch up here that holds my chalk and some of my tip tools. This is a wonderful case. It does have a strap on the back and a carrying handle on the side. I actually love taking this with me when I travel further distances or I need to bring more cues with me. I have my J Flowers case and I love bringing that out, but this case is by far my favorite for carrying the most, and it looks really simple and sleek. And if you want to pick one of these up, these usually retail for about 60 or 70 bucks, so it is not going to break the bank. So if you need something to hold a lot more cues, this is going to do it for you. All right, guys, and before we get to hitting some balls, I want to do a couple sound tests with you guys, because one of the coolest things is that Raven has done is actually gotten carbon fiber to be extremely quiet. And so as you can see here, I have 3 of my playing cues set up, and the cue right here in my hand, this is the Pro 12.4 shaft. This is my custom 12.2 millimeter shaft, and this one is a J Flowers classic shaft. Now what we are going to be doing is giving these a little tap on the table, and you are going to hear a huge difference in the sound signatures from each one of these. And I initially thought that my custom was one of the quietest cues that I have ever kind of played with, but I think you guys are about to hear exactly what I'm talking about. So right now we are going to do a sound test with the J Flowers classic shaft. And you can hear that's pretty tinky. Now we are going to use my custom shaft that I had made. Now that's a lot better. And now the Raven 12.4 Pro shaft. It is so quiet, guys. I can't stress enough how nice that sounds. It is getting super close to sounding like wood with carbon shafts nowadays, and Raven is getting a huge bonus for doing this, because sound signature is a lot of things that guys look for out of some of their playing cues, especially myself. That is why I had work done to this custom shaft to make it as quiet as possible. But again, this is the J Flowers and the Raven Pro. Alright guys, so here we are going to be performing a sound test between the 3 cues, and we are first starting off with the J Flowers, and this is soft. This is medium. And this is hard. Next, we are going to be using my custom shaft with a How Tighten medium. This is soft. This is medium. And this is hard. And finally, we are going to be using the Raven Pro 12.4 millimeter with the Town Pro soft tip. This is soft. This is medium. And this is hard. You can see here we have the butt with the extension already on. This is a 2-inch extension. These are brand new, by the way. The extensions should retail for about $35 depending on which one you go for. And then we have that on top of the beautiful blue sapphire rolled carbon butt. These do come in a radial and always come with joint protectors on both the shaft and the butt, which is super nice to see. Now, this is the Raven Pro 12.4 low deflection shaft. This is a true monster, and I absolutely love it. Then up here on the ferrule, they do pair this with a white Juma ferrule, and I just switched over to a Tiger Nitro tip. These usually come with a Town Pro soft. I didn't enjoy shooting with the soft. I've never liked playing with soft tips, so I ended up switching after a couple days, and even playing with the soft tip, it actually played really, really well. But here are the first looks at this stunning cue. Alright guys, so I am here at Cue Pub and Grill, and I'm going to be doing some testing of this beautiful Raven Pro Series cue. So we got the 12.4 Pro shaft on here and the 2-inch extension, and I'm feeling pretty good right now, honestly. But we're just gonna do some draw strokes and some follow strokes, and we're gonna really test how much power we're able to get on this, because as you can see, I'm really getting this down table. And one of the things that I'd like to talk about while I'm shooting this is that Raven is probably one of the most affordable cue manufacturers, and the performance is just truly unmatched because the low deflection technology that they've implemented into this budget-friendly shaft. Now keep in mind, this is a $250 carbon fiber shaft. This is keeping up, if not out-competing, Q-Tech, Predator, Jacoby, Mucci. It is a serious contender. And I'm doing full table draw shots. Now, the tip we have paired up on here is a Tiger tip, and I can't remember exactly which one. I believe this one is the Nitro, which is kind of like a medium tip, but it plays a little harder than the snipers. And I'm able to really generate some good draw through this shaft. Now it's 30 inches long, and the ferrule and about 4 to 5 inches through the shaft is hollow, and it gives a great feel behind every shot. So here we're gonna do a long table center right, and I did not compensate for the throw from the spin in the English, but you can see that I'm able to hit the ball pretty darn straight. We'll try this again. We'll even do one with a striped ball so you can really see the spin. Very low deflection. So the chalk we're using today is KO Brothers. This is like a lavender, light gray color chalk. KO Brothers. It is kind of like Master Chalk so far, and it's playing pretty good. It's a little bit of a messier chalk. But let's knock some balls in. So I'm going to take it back to normal speed and let you guys listen in to how the shaft sounds with different types of shots. Oh, so close. All right, so right now I'm going to try and see if I can perform a deflection test with the first diamond. And so what we're going to be doing is chalking this up first so we don't screw this up. But we are going to try and set this up into the center diamond, second diamond, so on the spot on the other end of the table. And we are going to hit this with one tip of right, so this is soft. Wow. That went straight to the diamond, I think. Let's hope the camera can capture that. And now we are going to do the same thing. We're going to go one tip over, and we are going to hit this medium speed. Wow. Very low deflection. Because when you apply right spin to the ball, so we hit on this side of the ball should push over that way. So as long as we keep our stroke straight, we are a tip over. And that is really not deflecting that much. And you see it mainly when you start applying English and hitting it a little bit harder, but when we hit this soft, the deflection cancels out because of the spin of the ball, and it kind of carries back to the line. But holy cow, this is about 4 tips of right, and I'm hitting center. Wow. I could be messing up the deflection test too, so comment if I am or not, but this is, I'm trying to hit this as straight down the line without kind of steering it. There we go. That looked a little bit better. Yeah, I would say that this is very, very low deflection. Here's a vibration test of the Q-Tech Synergy in 11.8 provided by one of my buddies. The Q-Tech Synergies have a portion of the tip that has been hollowed out to help with low deflection properties. So when shooting with the Synergy, these shafts have a stiffer hit overall, even though they are lower deflection. But when we come over to the Raven Pro, it has the same technology implemented into it, with the shaft first 5 inches have been hollowed out along with portions of the white Juma ferrule. And you can see in every single slow-mo, it has a very consistent kind of whippy hit to it, where it's not super soft, but it allows the cue ball to travel more straight, and it provides a very solid hit every single time.
So the Raven Pro Series Cue, first of all, I am not sponsored for this video. I wish I was, but I paid with this with my own money, and these are my honest thoughts. There's really no negatives behind this cue. This is a truly fantastic playing cue. A full rolled carbon butt. They've got them in a couple different colors to match your style and preference, but the shaft is what makes this thing so special. The low deflection Pro shaft is truly amazing. 16-inch Pro taper, it's got a hollowed out ferrule and shaft. Then when they pair it up with whatever tip you prefer, this thing is going to be a dream for you. And I couldn't say that there's another cue manufacturer out there in this price bracket that's competing with this performance-wise. Raven really knocked it out of the park on this, because I would say if I had not known the price behind this, I would assume that this is close to $1,000 cue, because of how amazing everything feels. The balance, the responsiveness behind every shot, the predictability. These are all huge key factors, and one of the best things for me was the sound signature of the Pro shaft. It is one of the most wood-like. There's really nothing else out there that gets that close or similar, unless you start spending $600-700 for a shaft to be custom made by big name companies. So if you want to pick one of these up below $400, Q-Man Billiards, Teddy B is going to give me his code to put right here for you guys to pick this up with 10% off on any of your purchases through Raven. So if you want the full playing butt, you can do so, or if you just want the shaft, you can do so as well. Again, the cues retail for $400, just about. And if you wanted the shaft, they retail for, I believe, $239. But these videos do take me a long time to make, and I've put in a lot of thought and process to this so that I could give you guys the best and honest review for this. If you did enjoy, please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.